All right, so we're recording now.
Yeah, we're,
All right.
recording.
Did you wash your penis before the podcast?
Yes.
Hello and welcome to Nothing to Play podcast, a mediocre podcast about video games, movies, and the War of 1812. As always, it's your boy, Justin Time Carter, and this is episode 7, and we got another spectacular guest on the podcast today. Uh, we have most notoriously known for mixing ice with milk. We have Mr. Waldang himself.
Oh, hey, thanks for saying my name wrong. I like that. Trust me. I have this thing where I tell my mods, and thank you for saying my name wrong as well, because I don't like to give people my real name and stuff. So I tell my mods to always just keep using different names. So I go by Justin, Kevin, Nathaniel, Benjamin. So
Oh,
it's nice. It works out for me. So don't
well,
worry, you did a fine job. And so long as
all
you
right.
keep not using my real name, you're good.
All right, well, I can always just edit your name out.
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
I'll just put a censor bar over your name,
Yeah,
and
all
or
right.
I'll just spell it differently than how it's really spelled.
You don't even have to say. We can do another one. Just don't say my name.
No, I think it's gonna be funnier just to censor your name.
Okay.
I was like, well, we're just gonna leave it. We're gonna run with it.
Yeah, all right. Hey, keep going. Keep going.
So, how you doing?
Good. I haven't done anything like this in like 3 weeks.
I know you've been on your hiatus.
Hiatus. I've been away from it all.
Everything. Do you even have you even been on social media? Do you even know what's going on in the world right now, or are you just have you been
The
off of streaming?
uh, I'll chime in watching people, and then as for Twitter, because that was like my main place, because I would be on Twitter like almost 24/7. So, um, I only have Twitter access on my main computer, and even then, I just go on just very 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 rarely, and I don't really see what's going on. So I'm like kind of out of the loop. Like a Nintendo Direct hit like last week or the week before, and I didn't even know about it.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, I found out
Stone
by
Age status over there.
yeah. I was like, hey, don't forget the Nintendo Direct in 30 minutes. There's a Nintendo Direct in 30 minutes? Holy shit! What time? At 30 minutes. Put me in. Then that's when they announced Banjo-Kazooie, and I was like, fuck yeah! And then they announced him to be right there unlocked. I was like, whoa! It was awesome.
And then they were like, here's 7 other games from 10 years ago coming to the Switch.
I love that fucking console. It's a good console.
It is. I have played more games this year alone than I have in probably like the last 5 years solely due to the Switch.
I mean, even Turok 2 Seeds of Evil coming to the Switch was pretty fucking cool. The new Shovel Knight, the final Shovel Knight expansion, which has King Knights coming. I just, you're like, man, the Switch is just such a good fucking console. It's like, it blows my mind, you know? I mean, Nvidia Shield is practically the Switch, but for some reason, it was stupid as fuck. But then you have the Switch, and it's just like, hey, I'm going on an airplane. I gotta fucking fly for like 2 hours. Dude, I just turn on fucking Moonlighter and turn that shit on. Beat the shit out of people during the night, during the day. No, during the night, and sell my shit during the day. That's a fantastic fucking game. I think it's like $20, $25.
Yeah, I was like, I rebought Bastion when it was on sale on the Switch. I bought it on the 360 when it launched, and I played a little bit of it, but never beat it. And since it was like a couple bucks, I was like, hey, I'll buy it again, and I'm almost done with the game at this point. So,
It just surprises me that there are some games. I mean, take Skyrim for example. I don't know how many times people have rebought Skyrim over and over, but it's just like you can have Skyrim on the Switch, and it actually plays pretty smooth. It loads forever, but it plays fucking smooth.
well, as someone who does own Skyrim on the Switch, I can tell you I've bought it 4 times.
See? I mean, it's just like
Yeah, I have it Steam, Xbox 360, Xbox One because I wanted the mod support,
yeah.
and Switch. I'm like, fucking Bethesda's too busy making Fallout 76.
Ugh.
They give me fucking
Dude,
Elder
like
Scrolls.
don't get me started about Bethesda. It's just like, oh, I guess you did get me started. All right, good shit. So it's like
You're
every time for E3, why do they always have to do like family fucking videos? You know what I'm saying? Here in
what
Bethesda, we care, and here in Bethesda, we're a family, and they like what, like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, like video, like I started working in Bethesda 5 years ago, and it's been a life changing moment, blah blah blah, and then it's like, then they talk about games like afterwards, and it's like, hey, don't worry, we're gonna show you gameplay next year, and it's like, what the fuck?
every time they do a presentation, it starts out like a fucking State Farm commercial
Yeah,
where it's like it's like they're interviewing people. It's not even the person who fucking works at Bethesda. It's like their mom, and she's like, "I remember when Caitlin got her job at Bethesda 15 years ago," and I'm like, "What? Why? Just show us some trailers. Like, why are we
that's
watching this?
it. That's all.
Like, you're wasting 10 minutes of like your 40-minute presentation on this."
I've been a Doom fan like forever, and it's just a pleasure to work, and I can't wait for Doom Eternal. Yeah, I can't wait for Doom Eternal too. Yo, show us some gameplay. Woo!
They're like, when the first iPhone build of Elder Scroll Blades was done, I shed a single tear because it was so fucking moving.
I can't believe that. Did that come out mobile first? Yeah, that's right. It came out on phone, and then it came on the Switch.
I still have not played it because I heard it's hot trash.
Ew, yeah. I mean,
I heard
Fallout.
the load times are just awful for like getting stuff. Like it's like
Yeah,
total pay to play. Like it takes an hour to fucking like open a chest and stuff, and I'm
that's
like,
not.
nah.
That's not right. Like, I mean, like when it came to like E3, when it came to Bethesda, man, they like dropped fucking titles left and right. You know, it's just like boom, Fallout 4, boom, Doom, boom, Prey. You know, and it's just like, oh my god, these guys are dropping some fucking bombs at us. This is nuts. Wolfenstein 2, and it's like, whoa. But now it's like they've got to a point now where they don't have any, I don't know, original IPs, just rehashing. Fallout 76, dude, like it's weird. It sucks that when a developer makes a game and this is how they want the game to be, but it sucks. And it's like, well, what do we do? I know. Let's backtrack everything we said, and we'll do, we'll just add NPCs, and we'll add a Fallout, we'll add a battle royale mode. And it's like, well, you don't have to do any of that. You know, there was just so many bugs in the game that you should have worried about more than, don't worry, there's quests in the game. Boom, NPCs. Don't worry, everyone loves battle royales. Boom.
They're like, we'll add all this shit, but if 3 people nuke a town at the same time, it's gonna crash the game.
Like, I get that it's supposed to, like, with Fallout 76, there's just constant content. It's just like, it's just, I think they said, no, don't quote me, that you don't have to worry about buying DLC and stuff because it's just going to always have content. But it's like, you see, like, some of the skins they sell and all the microtransactions in that game.
Oh yeah, they're like, we don't need DLC when we'll sell you like a Santa hat for $10, which isn't 10 actual dollars. It's 10 whatever currency, digital currency it is in the Fallout 76 store that converts from. That's like what fucking Microsoft used to do, the original on the 360,
Yeah,
where it was like points. It wasn't like actual monetary value. You had to buy points before you could buy stuff.
yeah. It's like, you have an E3 fan, and like they know the company sucks. So when you say, "Hey, E3 fucking blows," they say, "Yeah, they kind of do," but I still like their games. But when it comes to Bethesda, and you say, "Hey, Bethesda fucking blows," and it's like, "Well, fuck you, dude. Bethesda's really fucking good." So what's
Yeah.
going on with their games? The Wolfenstein expansion DLC thing with the two sisters, that's a cool gimmick. Okay? I love my fucking 5th copy of Skyrim. I fucking love that shit. Man, I love oh shit, I ran out of games to talk about. It's just kind of like hard for them. They believe in Bethesda so much that it's to a point where they just don't see the flaws. It's kind of like a Nintendo fan as well. You know, you had that fucking Wii U drought, and it's just like everyone's like, the Wii U kind of blows. No, No, it doesn't. Believe in Nintendo. Believe in Nintendo. It's so fucking good.
Yeah,
And it just shits on you. Like, hey, 3DS games instead. I'm like, come on, dude.
all the people playing Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas and stuff come out of the woodworks and they're like, "What do you mean Bethesda's great?"
We're still waiting for a new good game. What about Fallout 4? Yeah, okay. So you go back inside their New Vegas. Well, all the
Yeah.
New Vegas fanboys are just gonna go play Obsidian's new game, Outer
Out,
Worlds.
yeah, that looks good. I am,
It looks
and it's
really
coming
good.
to this, and it's coming to the
The
Switch.
Switch, yeah. Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I've been playing Gears of War 5,
Yeah.
and it's been this. That's like the only like I own 3 Xbox One games, and it's literally Skyrim, Gears of War 4. That's actually a lie because I also own Final Fantasy 15 on the Xbox One, but it's only because at the time my PlayStation had the 500 gig hard drive and it was full, so where the Xbox had nothing on it, so
Do
I
you buy
bought
a
it
lot
for
of
the
digital games?
um, well, for like the PlayStation Plus, I do the play have PlayStation Plus, so you get the freebies and stuff. And at the time, I was just installing everything under the sun onto the PlayStation, so it was filling up really fast.
Do
But
you? Yeah.
anymore, I pretty much buy digitally. Like, there's like only a couple, like on the Switch, I own a couple actual cartridges, but for the most part, like, the last, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 games I bought were digital on
If
the Switch.
I excuse me, I feel like for indie games, I really don't mind buying them digital. I think it's just because I don't like to overboard with space.
Mhm.
So like with indie games, they're going to be smaller. They're not going to require a lot. So I feel like, that's nice for me to put on my SD card. Boom. And then like big games like Smash and like okay, so that's like the only game I've been playing right now.
Smash.
But it's like I have this thought in my head that with a hard copy game, it will use it's like it's not using the full CPU of the console instead of like versusing like using a digital copy. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. All I know is so long as I don't feel any lag when I play Banjo Kazooie, I'm fucking cool with that. Yeah, it's just weird to see a world where uh there's just more people want to buy digital games than they want to buy physical games. You know?
Yeah. And for me, like one of the digital games I have on the Switch is Mario Kart, and it's one of those where it's like, it's nice to always have it on the console to like play like, a couple rounds of Mario Kart real quick and stuff and not have to switch it out.
Yeah.
Whereas like Breath of the Wild and stuff, I have the actual cartridge because it was kind of like I played it, I beat it. Like I'm probably not just gonna be like, oh, I wonder what's going on in Breath of the Wild and like pop into it again anytime soon. So
I I still actually have not played that game.
see, it has like it's one of those where it's like you're either gonna love it. I feel like you're either gonna love it or you're not gonna like it. Like there seems to be no real in between. Like the people that really like it fucking love the game and they're like, "Dude, it's so great." And then the people that like it's like too different of a Zelda game for them that they just don't really care. They like Matt bitches about it because he's like, "Oh, it's not like it doesn't have the temples and stuff and different things."
What?
Which
They
well,
have
because
all
it
those mini little temples and shit and
yeah, but Matt really wants the water dungeons and
why? Fuck water dungeons and fuck lava dungeons.
I know, but I'm like, we've had so many games of that. Like, I'm fine just doing and like the shrines are dope because so many of them you can like some are just like fighting a thing or whatever, but so many of them it's like there's almost like multiple ways to go about it, and I think
Yeah,
that's
there's
what's
a lot
really
of
cool
gimmicks.
about it. Yeah, there's a lot of just cool physics stuff in the world. Like when I played Breath of the Wild, I invested like 25 hours alone was just me in the beginning of the game running around, fucking around in the world, not even trying to do anything.
They just like you shoot the shit. You just talk about whatever. You don't have a list or anything.
No.
Really?
I was like, this is all off the cut. Like,
Interesting.
What you see is what you get. This is,
I
I mean, there.
definitely, I definitely like what I see. I
Oh,
definitely like. So, are you excited for any games coming out? Watch as
um,
I completely take over this podcast.
that's fine. I was like, it's your podcast. You're the guest. You get
Well,
to
thanks for
do.
joining me today. We have a great show for you. So, let me ask you, what's coming up that you're super excited about? Oh, you know what? Memory just hit me. Gears 5 just came out, and you've been playing that like crazy, right? Huge
uh,
Gear fan, right?
huge Gear fan. Yes.
It's only Xbox One and Microsoft Play. You can play it on PC too.
Yeah.
All right, good shit. But like, it's it's just another. What makes Gear 5 special? You know, what makes it like, yes, fucking Gears, yeah, baby. Because I watched like people play it. I watched like Donkey play it, and it's same. It's just the same fucking game where it's shoulder bash to wall, stick your head out, shoot, run up, chainsaw, maybe throw a fucking grenade on a wall, have someone walk by it and trigger it, and it's just like Gears 5. And then like, man, like gun games like that, the story gets such a brutal bashing when it's like past its second or third game. It's like, oh shit, this does not make any fucking sense anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, truth be told, I if you're playing Gears for the story, I feel like you're gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna
I'm
have a bad
yeah,
time.
like I mean, the story I guess is like as decent as like any I don't know other like Call of Duty or Battlefield storyline or
Yeah.
something like that. But my main thing that I've always loved with the Gear series is the Horde mode. That's always what's brought me into it, and that's why I fucking hated what was it, Judgment or whatever that came out after the because Gears 3 had the best horde mode, and then they came out with Judgment and it didn't have a horde mode. So everyone bashed on it, and it was just generally like bottom of the barrel of the previous to the other games. And then 4 came out and they brought horde mode back, but I don't know because it was the first one on the Xbox One, and I think like it had its own issues and stuff. And this one, I feel like they kind of fixed a lot of the issues that 4 had, and like made things like, for instance, in horde mode, they changed it in 4 to where each person had like it was almost kind of like Team Fortress or something like that, where each person had their own sort of class that you had to play as and stuff like a repair person,
Yeah, yeah.
a healer, and in this one, it's kind of like that again, but there's like basically there's set people and they each have their own kind of upgrade options and stuff that you can do while you're playing Horde, and each of them have like their own ultimate or like special that they can do, and there's like a level up system now and stuff for each character. Like they level up and they get like these like equip card things and stuff, so it's like a lot more in depth in comparison to like what 4 was and stuff like that, and they
Let me
fixed
ask
a
you
lot.
this. So, first off, let me just throw this out here really quick. Um, all the ads and all that said nothing about that. They just kept showing the girl on the cover, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's stupid when it's stupid when ads and commercials don't really like. Hey, this there's other stuff than just the storyline. Now, let's say I'm a new Gears player, right? This is my first time going to play Gears, right?
Yeah.
Do you recommend it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's say I'm a returning Gears fan, and I'm like on the border, like, hey, do I want to fucking buy this? Do I want to go through this again? And your answer for that person is
Yes.
so it's that good, even with so not much for the story, but for your gameplay and like the battle and horde mode.
Yeah, and they added a new mode too that I played today, um, and I thought it was fun. It's called Escape, and it was interesting because like horde and stuff, you're just shooting enemies, you're killing. The whole goal is to just like even through the story mode, it's like kill everything, like whatever. Escape is they give you like you start out with just a pistol that has like next to no ammo, and the whole goal is you're trying to escape out, and there's waves of monsters, there's like shit coming at you, and you're just supposed to run. and I think you can play with like up to 4 people, and it's just a group of you trying to escape whatever fucking place you're in. And there's some rooms with like a little bit of ammo and stuff for you, but the goal is to just basically keep running and then try and like keep your team alive to get to like the exit. So
Uh,
that's like an
Left 4
interesting.
Dead,
I mean, it's Left for Dead, but with like basically no ammo. It's Left for Dead with like you
limited
feel pretty
ammo and survival.
very limited ammo, like
Interesting.
next to no ammo. Like basically, you just want to like if you're standing there trying to fight everything, you're gonna lose and you're gonna die because the whole goal is like if something's coming at you, you just fucking melee them to like get them away real quick and then just keep running
Hmm.
because you do not want to be stopped because then more things just keep coming out. Have you played Border? Are you Borderlands guy?
You can't see this, the people watching or masturbating. You can't see this, but this is my Zero mouse pad.
I
So
also have that mouse pad from
yeah,
a loot crate.
from Loot Crate. Hey,
That was
God
probably one of the
bless.
best loot crate things that I ever got.
Press F in chat because they're not they okay. They okay. So man, I don't know why you brought this subject. I love Borderlands 1 was like super tight. I played it by myself and I played it with a buddy.
Mhm.
And you know, it's a stupid ending, but it's really good. Borderlands 2, man, Borderlands fucking 2, baby. That game is so fucking good. It like blows my mind that you can get it when it goes on sale for like $5, and it's just like hours and hours and hours and hours of just gameplay with your bros. You know, it's just so much fun playing with homies. 1.5, which is the
Pre
pre-sequel, it was
yeah.
okay. You know, it was all right. It was all right. Claptrap was there. It was pretty funny, but it was all right. But Borderlands 3, uh, do you play on the console? I bet you play on console, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have any problems playing. You just Borderlands 3 on on Xbox or PlayStation 4. Cool. That's it. That's the end of that. But then you got people like me that play on PC, and it's just like, well, I want to buy this, you know, on Steam where the other three fucking games are,
And you can't
and I
because
fucking
Epic.
can't because of stupid shit Epic, and I have to wait 6 months, if any, if it ever comes out. Who knows, dude? Like they say it's gonna come out, but then again, fuck me. It's like it's the whole my Mass Effect 3 with Origins leaving or EA leaving Steam to make Origins, and it's like, hey, it's the third fucking game of the series. It's the ending. We're gonna put it on our own thing. It's like, what the fuck? Why? Like, of all things, why can't they do like new IPs? Go to Origins, you know? But of course, like the tactic, like, and I fucking hate when I talk to someone and complain about stuff like this. And it's like, well, you got to look at the business side. It's like, look, fucker, I don't give a shit about the business side. I am a fucking fan of the series. You know, fuck the publisher. I'm talking directly to these devs, and it's like, look, dude, no problem with you. Great fucking game, but it sucks that you guys have to head on over to a whole different fucking platform. Well, you know, the whole 70 and 88 difference of pay. It's like, I got that. You know, I want you to get paid too. That's a very sticky situation. But in the same time, I mean, Steam it's got everything. I think I read today that people were playing Borderlands 3 on PC, and Epic doesn't have forums so they can talk and complain. So they go over to Steam Borderlands 2 forums and they talk about problems they're having on Borderlands 3 there. Like, what the fuck, dude? Coming, like, you know, you can jump in anytime you want, but it just, it sucks. It really fucking sucks that they have to pull this shit on us. And it's like, not even Claptrap, OG Claptrap's not even in it. They have some other voice actor guy from. And it's because of what? Oh, we didn't want to get, you know, he asked for a little raise, but we weren't going to do that. And it's like, dude, your guys went to Epic, and you got that extra stupid fucking 18% bullshit that you complain like, well, I want to make sure our devs get paid good, so we're going to 7. You saved 18% switching over from Steam to Epic, and you're not going to pay the guy that was in all 3 fucking games, the voice for Claptrap, your fucking mascot. Now we got some other fucking rando. And if it turns out they bring him back and it's like a DLC shit, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Dude, well, that's like I mean, the whole follow up to Borderlands 3 with the Randy Pitchford or whatever, the
Yeah.
CEO, just the whole him leaving the flash drive at medieval times that had like it wasn't child porn, but it had like some like teenage girl like porn on it with like 2K documents and shit on it.
I just
And
it
and
sucks.
yeah,
It sucks that there's all this news about Epic doing this and Randy doing this. And hey, you like Fortnite? Fortnite X Mayhem with Borderlands and Fortnite. It's like all of this. And it's like because I've like read all this and I see more of this than I do of the gameplay, I'm I'm not hype for Borderlands 3. I'm kind of disappointed that this is all I saw.
right.
You know what I mean? No Claptrap voice actor. Randy being fucking Randy. Epic pulling bullshit. And it's just like,
And then what was it? I think his name's Troy Baker. He was one of the voices for like in the Telltale Border Tales from the Borderlands and stuff. He played one of the characters and stuff.
uh
And
huh.
Randy Pitchford said that he didn't want to reprise his role for Borderlands 3 when real in reality they never approached him about it.
Dude,
Like,
like,
and they said that he straight up denied it. And then in interviews and stuff, he's like, "I didn't deny shit." He's like, "I would have liked to be in the game." He's like, "Nobody said anything to me about it." Like,
it's so fucking, like, it's so hypocritical of them. Like, they make a game and they have, like, they're making fun of content creators and they're making fun of streamers and all this shit with those 2 main villains. And it's like, they're kind of selling out in a way, you know? Oh, you gotta look at it like in a business point of view. Dude, can we get this guy out of here? Get the fuck out of it. But you gotta look at the point. Get the hell out of here. Gotta look at the business point of view. They need that 18%. Look, I got that. You know, they could just take a little heft off their CEO uh, paychecks and whatnot. I mean, 2K does a pretty good fucking job as the publisher. I mean, look how good they do with their basketball games. We can go ask Tanner, hey, how about those slots, huh? You love those fucking character skins? Nice, good shit. I'm sure he spends a lot of money on those
dude,
2K fucking games.
that NBA, the new 2021, that trailer was like a fucking joke where it was like they're getting it's like two bros playing online together in like empty apartments. They're
Yeah,
getting all fucking hyper beast excited up for
for
like
slots.
for a gamble like, "Oh dude, I totally drafted LeBron, bro." Like getting all excited and I'm like,
Oh
"Dude,
my
like
god.
how much money did you have to spend
A
to even
lot.
get like a 1% chance of even getting that?"
Like it shocks me. Like you see this stuff on YouTube too, where people are doing this stupid fucking shit, and of course, like their fans are gonna watch and be like, "Oh shit! If Justin's gonna play this fucking game, dude, I'm all about slots now." You know, I mean, hey, let's not point out, or let's not, let's not forget about GTA doing this too with the casino and shit. But at least it's like
At least they're like straight. They're not like
they're not trying to
hiding
hide
any.
it.
It's
Yeah.
upfront. Yeah, like this is 120% gambling. Like there's no farce. There's no funny pictures behind it. It
It's
is.
but it's they the nice thing about theirs is that it comes with a fucking story and that the casino part and all that's kind of like a side thing.
Yeah,
But
it's not the
with
game.
2K basketball, that is its main thing like, "Oh, damn, look at that. I just got LeBron James. Wow." Dude, calm the fuck down. It's just gambling. Let's see you do that shit at a real casino. "I just got 3 fucking cherries. Let's go."
Dude, well, I was reading about too that so say like for like FIFA and shit like that, like for like the year prior, they do like the where you have to basically do the random pool, whatever you get people for your roster, and that like when the next game comes out, they have to like shell out the money again to like randomly draw the players that they want and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, that makes me happy. I don't play fucking Madden or sports games like that because I'm like, dude, that sounds fucking aggravating.
Okay, so what's your thought on loot boxes?
I mean,
Do you play Overwatch?
no. That's my main thing is I've never because of like I've never really played a lot of games that had them in it per se, but it's one of those things where I know it's been a topic forever about,
For a very
you know,
long time now.
like, yeah, if it's like cosmetic, people are like, "Oh, I don't mind it," like whatever. And then the really came to light when for Battlefield 2 or whatever, when it
Battlefront 2.
wasn't, yeah, Battlefront, where it wasn't cosmetic anymore and it was like straight up affecting the gameplay and people who were shelling out hundreds of dollars at this point, you know, were killing it like in
But then even with
multiplayer. So
that, you have two type of people. You know, you got two of the same people. They're both dropping $100, right?
yeah.
So it's like, damn, dude, I bought 100 loot boxes, and damn, dude, I bought 100 loot boxes. So in our mindset, both those guys are doing really good. Well, RNG wise, one's doing really good, and the other one just had to buy another 100 loot boxes because he didn't get anything good.
Yeah, one just got like a bunch of fucking normie shit and didn't get
Yeah,
like
whites and
anything
grays,
rare.
maybe some greens and blues. The other guy that just spent 100, he got purples and oranges and yellows and whatever. It's like nobody fucking wins when it comes to power ups through loot box. Nobody fucking wins, you know. And like with Overwatch I don't mind it too, but Overwatch does this fucking thing where it's like, hey, we're doing an event, and it's like, yes, cool. It's like Halloween. It's a Halloween event, and you're like, cool, and you buy the Halloween boxes, right? Because they're different from the other loot boxes. So you buy Halloween boxes, and like even those, they're like when you get doubles, you get like a little currency for it. Like, hey, you already have this, so here's like 150, 250 gold, right? Well, depending on what it is, you get a little bit of extra gold. But then it's like you still get some of the normal stuff that you would get from the normal loot box, and it's like, what the fuck? This says nothing Halloween related. Oh, looks like you got a legendary. Oh shit, what is it? Boom. It's this of this character, and it's like that's from like Gen 1 shit. What? This is the Halloween box. What the fuck? So it's like they have little the Halloween box doesn't only have Halloween material, it has other stuff too. So that shit's kind of it's fucked up too. You know, if I'm gonna like, I really want that fucking maid costume because she looks super cute and her ass looks super fly, and then I get like normal maid costumes. Like, I just dropped to 50. Do I have to really drop another 45 on this shit?
Well, and that's what seems annoying too, is like, especially when it's like a seasonal event like that, and there's just one character that you really want this one costume for, and you would straight up pay like, I don't know, fucking five, like maybe even upwards of like $10 just to get it, but
Dude, you
you can't.
fucking wish it was $10. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
I
me?
know. I was
You
like, I
fucking wish $10. That's like I think 11 loot boxes, and you better like fucking pray to every god that you know of, like please, oh my god, please. And then you see that fucking coin that flip up, and it's like yellow and shit, and it's a legendary, and you're like, yes, oh my god, daddy, yes. And it falls down, and it's someone that you don't even want, and it's not even the fucking holiday one. It's another fucking normal one. It's like, god damn it. Boom, duplicate. Son of a bitch, dude. Are you kidding me? Boom, 1,000 gold. I don't want 1,000 gold? Hey, alright. And you just rack up all that fucking gold from the last season loot box shit, and then you just buy the skin right there. Like, I'm not fucking, fuck that. I'll just buy the skin if I racked up all that fucking gold. It's annoying as fuck. Yeah, loot boxes suck, but I don't mind too much if it's cosmetic. Hey, all right. Hey, so any upcoming games coming out? Let's see. Um, September 20th is not only Link's Awakening, but the Switch Lite. What do you think about the Switch Lite?
I mean,
$200, not detachable. It's all in one. It's like a 3DS baby, but better.
so it's like, I mean, for me, like I personally like it's like I'm not gonna get it. Like I
Yeah.
have my original Switch. It's fine for me. It works great.
What about your
Um,
waifu?
See, if I was to get one for her, I would probably still just get her a normal Switch. Cause
Really?
my thing so here's my thing about the Switch Lite, like, it looks cool and it
Yeah.
comes in the cool colors. I rarely ever play with it docked anyway. I pretty much play it, like,
Really?
98 I play it
Interesting.
98% of the time, like, in handheld mode.
Do you have any like attachments and stuff? Like a grip?
Uh, I have, like, little silicone have, like, a little silicone, like, sleeves on the Joy Cons and stuff, but besides that, I mean, I have, like I don't even have, like, a pro controller. I have, like, the Hori, like, corded USB one, which works fine for me, like and it's, like, half the price of the pro controller, so
I like to use GameCube controllers, so
I mean, that is true too. If I had the GameCube adapter, I'd probably do that. But, yeah, I mean, my biggest thing it's a smart play for Nintendo because of kids.
absolutely, yeah.
Especially because kids lose shit, like, we bought a Switch for Megan's little brother, Killian, and he fucking
What's his
like
name?
Killian?
That's fucking metal.
Yeah.
I hope
He's,
he's
like,
into metal.
the palest, blondest haired boy. He's like,
Hell
"Killian,
yeah.
Killian." Well, he did burn our house down, so, I mean, that is pretty fucking metal, so
Oh shit.
yeah, I was in the house when it happened,
Okay. Holy
but,
fuck.
yeah, that's getting a little off topic, though, but
Pyros with Killian. Killigan? Killian.
Killian.
Killigan.
Killigan's Island?
Half the
Uh
people watching is like, what? Killigan's Island? Who's Gilligan?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't but
Switch
yeah,
Lite.
no, but yeah, the Switch Lite, yeah, for kids, it seems really cool because most kids are gonna play it handheld. Yeah, they won't lose the fucking Joy Cons or launch them out of
Yeah.
their hands or something. I on the flip side of that though, it's like if it they break it, you can't just buy new Joy Cons
Yeah.
like you can with the other one. But yeah, no, Switch Lite, pretty cool.
It's
Game
cool that
wise,
yeah, yeah, go on, go on.
oh no, I was just gonna say game wise. I know you brought up Link's Awakening, but also the same day Link's Awakening comes out, um, the remaster for Ni no Kuni comes out.
The
The
White
first,
Witch or whatever.
yeah, yep, that comes out on the same day, and on the same day, this little indie game comes out called Untitled Goose Game, which was announced. It was announced at E3, I think a couple of E3s ago.
You
But
get
you
to play as a
basically,
goose.
yeah, and you basically get to be a dickish goose and run around and steal people's shit and honk and just be like, an asshole. Which it's funny, out of the 3 games, like Megan is looking forward to Untitled Goose Game the most. Where I mean, I'm looking forward for Goose Game, but I really want to play Link's Awakening.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's still the same game. I'm sure it's gonna be as short as it is too. I mean, it wasn't that long of a game, I don't think.
no, but it looks gorgeous, and I like
Yeah.
the fact that they even I think they added, like, a little bit more, not a lot, but I think they added a little extra stuff, and they showed, like, the little dungeon
Yeah.
maker thing, like, that's, like, pretty cool. I mean, it's not, like, super in-depth or anything since you can only design, like, using so many tiles, but even the fact that we're even getting that's, like, it's a dope little feature.
I'm surprised they did Link's Awakening instead of the first Link game. I mean, they could too. Just the
Well, yeah,
same like graphics and all that. Just,
and that kinda opens the door for a lot of stuff. I think it would actually be really cool for them to do, like, a new Metroid game kind of
all right,
in
wait,
that
hold on.
market.
Let me write that down. Metroid. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. That's like we're gonna burst into that. So Switch Lite is $200. Normal Switch is $300, and then around the horizon is supposed to be a new Switch. Okay. Uh, what do you think is this new Switch? You have one that's just one whole Switch, undetachable, smaller, it's more compact, a longer battery life. Then you got the second Switch. You can dock it to play on TV at 990p resolution, 720p undocked, detachable Joy Cons, and it's got an okay battery life. And now you have a third one. What do you think the third Switch will be like?
I mean,
What's a prediction?
of course, like probably like probably more like bigger battery life again because they could make that thing if they wanted to. They could make that thing last like 3 fucking days. Like, but of course, then it would be insanely expensive because the battery in it would be so crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, bigger battery life. I don't know, like Nintendo has the habit of doing like the XL consoles and stuff, but I almost don't think that they unless they like keep it the same size but somehow just push the screen out just a little bit further, like that little half inch or whatever on like each side, just kind of push it closer towards the Joy Cons.
What if it's not a handheld? It's just a console. There you go. That's
Like,
that's the
well,
answer
it's
right
because
there.
I could see it, but at the same time, like that seems
Four
at
hundred
this point
dollars.
that seems useless to me
Four
though.
hundred
Like
dollars.
to me.
Console only. It's more stronger. It can play all the Nintendo games. It can play any of the indie games. It's gonna be 1080p, not 990p. It's not gonna have that any slowage or any laggage going on when you go to load screens. So then they'll have an handhold only. They'll have one that can do both, and they'll have one that's a console. That's what I think.
It's gonna be like a cardboard Labo box.
Yeah, that comes
that
free
you
with
can
it, like for $400.
yeah.
It's
It
like for
has
four hundred
like
dollars, we'll throw in a cardboard box. Like, wow,
yeah.
that's a fucking steal. That cardboard box is like $100. Do
It's a
you?
cardboard box just with a normal switch like taped inside with
Yeah,
like a
like
single cord running out of it.
that looks amazing. Are you okay? Are you sure that looks? Yeah, it's a cardboard box. I guess you've never seen Nintendo's work with cardboard boxes. They're pretty
It
fucking cool.
prints money.
It prints money. See, if we make these Switch XLs, it practically makes money for us. It prints it. That's amazing.
But so my whole thing too with like if they say were to do like my whole argument though against like a stronger whatever Switch is like, yeah, they could like give it way more processing power, do whatever, but they did that shit with the 3DS and they made nothing for it. Like there was not like there was what like a month there's the Xenoblade Chronicles game that was like an exclusive to it, and then there was like maybe like another handful of like games that
That was near the end of the 3DS's lifestyle, right? We're talking the 3DS XL, right?
the it wasn't the XL, it was the new 3DS.
Yes, the
Yeah,
new
it had the
3DS
nubbin and
XL.
everything. Yeah.
Um, I was like near the end of its lifestyle or lifespan. But here we have the
Yeah.
Switch on its third year, and it's like I don't think anything can really. It's already beaten the Wii U's selling, and it's like it's catching up to PlayStation 4. I Dude, like you can't go wrong with the Switch. And I don't I think there might be some hardcore fans that would totally be down if they make it look good, cuz I don't even know what a console would look like for the Switch, cuz that stupid piece of shit $80 dock shit just looks weird when it looks fucking weird. So
Oh, that's another thing too. If they do a brand new Switch, then they're gonna do a dock where it doesn't slide in like a fucking manila envelope. Like it'll actually like rest kind of like the Wii U hand station thing did.
you can get something like that from Amazon and stuff.
I know you can, but the factory thing that it comes with will be that, is my prediction that, like,
I
because people
Yeah, yeah.
fucking hate like, there's no point to that. I unless, like, just because it is harder to, I guess, get not damaged if it gets knocked over or something like that, but I've seen people that modify theirs where they just fucking take a bandsaw to the front plastic piece that does, like, nothing, and then you can just, like, see the screen because it's just literally plastic, like, in the front that has no value.
Do you only have one dock?
Yeah.
I have to have two. I have one here in front of my computer, and I have one in the living room, so I can just.
Well, for streaming and stuff, that makes sense
Yeah,
because it has to be hooked into the HDMI thing for it to capture the video.
it's pretty cool to go to someone else's house that has the Switch, but they don't have the game or whatever, and you just slide it in there. Like, all right, let's play this. I'm a fan. I think the Switch is really fucking good. Like, I'm not just saying that as there's like amiibos in the background with my Piranha Plant and my King K. Rool. Actually, there's another King K. Rool somewhere around here too. But it's like, it, it's such a good fucking console that I, I I don't think I have any like Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out. You got like another Zelda game coming out. You got another Breath of the Wild game coming out. And I haven't even played the first one. I just think the first one looks fucking badass. And it's like I don't know what else I can ask for. The Mario Odyssey, mwah, fantastic. I think the next request, and we're getting close to Metroid, so don't worry, I see your boner coming out here. But if I could ask for a game to be remake from the Wii U, if anything, it's not a remake. It's just bring it to the Wii. Just bring it to the Switch. I would want Star Fox Zero to come to the Switch without the gyro system, because that shit ruined the fucking game. I hated that. You
Could you
couldn't
not
turn it off.
turn it off?
Nope.
No.
So you got to play it fucking like leaning back and looking down, moving around. Like, how the fuck do I play this? You're just moving around with the fucking Wii pad, and you're like, shit. And it was
Dude,
really
well
cool.
that was like, so it's funny that you like mentioned the gyroscope thing because that's like one of the things that pissed me off in Breath of the Wild and also to some extent in Mario Odyssey was like that there's points in the game where it basically forces you to do you need to use it to do like what you need to do.
Yeah.
And it's like for like Zelda, there was like certain shrine dungeons and stuff where you would have like a ball and it would be like a little it would go to where you need to, like tilt it or whatever. And it's like you have to tilt the platform, whatever, to like get the ball in the hole to open the door. And you had to use the gyroscopics to do it. You couldn't just use the analog sticks. You couldn't do that. But it's like playing in handheld, you're doing that. But I had it hooked up into the console and I had a of course, I wasn't using an actual pro controller that didn't have, like, the gyroscopic shit in it. I was just using a normal controller. So it's like, to do that part, there's no way to progress unless you use gyroscopic, so I had to literally undock my Switch to do that part, to do what I need to do, and then dock it back because my controller I was using didn't have it. And there's parts in Odyssey where it's like to hit all the flowers at once, you need to spin Mario's hat around his body real quick, and the only way to do that is flicking the fucking Joy-Con. So it's like, since was playing with the normal controller on the TV, I'm like, God damn it! So I have to fucking unhook the Joy-Cons to play with the Joy-Cons real quick to flick the fucking hat and then put them back.
It's a good fucking console, okay?
No,
Shh.
it's a good con. It's just I don't. It's just like because people have bitched about like
Yeah, yeah.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee too,
It
where
it didn't
if
definitely
you're
didn't
not
feel right
if
there.
you're not playing in handheld mode, if you're playing in handheld mode, you don't have to fucking use gyroscopics, whatever, to throw the ball. But if it's docked, you're forced into having to like use the Joy Cons to fucking toss the balls.
Yeah, I hated that part. It didn't feel. I didn't like that. It didn't feel fun. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Um. All right,
But
look.
is there any
What's up?
games you're looking forward to that are coming out? I
Ooh.
mean, granted, we also just it doesn't have to necessarily just be Nintendo, even though I know we are just Nintendo fanboying out over what's coming.
Um. It was Borderlands 3. I went to E3 and I played Borderlands 3, and I can tell you it feels fantastic. It's really, really good.
Yeah,
Uh,
everything I've heard about it's been really good.
it's really good, but it's just really bad taste in my mouth, and I'm gonna wait it out for 6 months. Let's see. I'm gonna go through the whole thing in my head. Luigi's Mansion, October 31st, November and November's Jedi, Doom Eternal, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Uh, hmm. Outer Worlds comes out October. December doesn't have anything. January, March. Honestly, I think if anything, for sure, Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm actually currently playing World of Warcraft Classic, and man, it's so fucking good. Like, it's ridiculous. A game from 2006. Well, it's the patch from 2006. The game is from 2004, but the patch from 2006 is better than the game from 2019.
Yeah, and you were explaining a little bit about it to me the other day because I've never actually really played World of Warcraft, and since you'd been playing World of Warcraft Classic, I was asking you kind of like what the difference is and like why you're enjoying it so much, the older version compared to what it is now. So why don't you tell our listeners? So like, what is like the real difference between the two? Like, why is this so much funner than like what is currently like out there?
You remember how much fun it was when you hopped on Xbox or Xbox 360 and you played Halo or Halo 3 online?
I do remember the days of high school. There's lots of LAN parties
Yeah, a lot of LAN parties.
for Halo and Halo 2,
And you guys
especially
talked
Halo
about it
2.
all the fucking time. And you're like, yo, Dennis, come over to my place. Let's play some fucking Halo. I'm bringing the other jocks. And he's like, dude, fuck the jocks. But I'm all about Halo. I'm going to bring my Halo. We're going to bring 2 TVs. We're going to hook it up. And we're going to fucking do 4v4s. And it's fun because you guys all got to talk about it. And you guys always got to talk about Halo. And then you have World of Warcraft. In the present World of Warcraft, um, you press a button and you go into a dungeon with 4 randos and you just go. You just do it. You press a button, you're in a raid with 9 other randos or like 24 other randos, right? And you just do the raid. You go to a quest. You don't have to talk to anybody around you. You see the target, you kill it. You look at the map. You don't even read the fucking quest. These are people that have written quests for years. They're not going to bother reading them, okay? You just get the quest, click, 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 click. Then you look on the side, you see where it tells you to go on the map. You just go over there, you do what it says. You go back, turn it in, you repeat. Then you hit max level in the newest expansion. And now for the next couple of weeks, you'll be doing rep grinding. So you can be cool with these guys so they can give you a mount. Or you can get unlocked flying. Does that sound fun to you? It sounds like a lot of... It doesn't sound like you're playing with anybody. And you're kind of like... If you don't have a guild where you interact with other people, you're just playing by yourself. It's pretty fucking boring. It's pretty fucking boring. That's current WoW. Now they bring back... September 13th, they brought back Classic WoW. You walk in... the fucking servers, it was like the first day on Monday, excuse me, it came out September 12th. It was like a 9-hour queue to log into it. And I was like, well, fuck me, I guess I'm not logging in today. Then we go to Tuesday. It's a 2-hour wait. I'll say, yeah, let's do it. I'll fucking do it. Well, let's wait 2 hours. Wait 2 hours. I log in. The server's laggy. There are people everywhere in the starting zone leveling up my character. Everywhere. So everyone's like staying in one spot so they can fight boars that are spawning in that spot so they can claim it. Because in Classic WoW, if you tag something, it's yours. In current WoW, everyone can touch it and everyone can get the points for it. But back in the day, if I touched it and you're not in my team, you don't get anything. You don't get the loot, you don't get the XP. Fuck you. So just everyone's like fighting and just everyone's trying to do the quest and there's not enough like quest NPCs out there. So everyone's just like fucking fighting for their life. But you have people talking. You got people like interacting with each other. Hey, there's some scorpions over here and hey, the quest is over here. Because now you get a quest and it doesn't tell you where to go unless you read it. You got to read it like, hey, go to these cabins. It's northeast from here. And it's like, oh, okay. It's like, hey, where's this fucking... Like, you can even chat, too. But, hey, you guys know where this fucking caravan is? Like, oh, dude, it's right down there. Come on, man. Read the fucking quest. Like, oh, good shit. Thanks, bro. And then you have, like... hey, wanted kills. Kill this fucking scorpion guy. He's really bad. And now you have people like, hey... Let's all fucking work together. Come on, everyone. Let's group up so 5 of us can just get... If one of us gets it, you know, the other 4 get it, then we can all move. And then the next group of people can come in. And people are taking lines. People are in groups. It's so crazy how, like... How much people are out there still that are very, like... They want to talk. They want to communicate. And that's, like, what I was trying to get to about the whole Halo thing. With Halo, it's like... That's what it was. It was communication. It was like... People coming out like, hey, I'll play online instead of, yeah, all right, you put your fucking headset on, you're talking to people, yeah, fuck yeah, dude, fuck those losers, and fuck your mom, like, hey, fuck your mom. And that's what Classic WoW is. It's back to basics, 101. The gameplay, the fucking like leveling, it's like pretty fucking difficult. But it's just really cool to interact with people again and actually talk to people. It's just randos. You can just say, "Hey, I got a Discord channel. You want to jump in?" Like, yeah, all right. Just random, some fucking rando guy. You're just playing with them, actually interacting with them. Where are you from? I'm actually British and I'm from Hawaii. Hey, good shit. Wow. So I'm a fan of it. It's really good, really fucking good. And I'm glad I have that because if I didn't, I think I would have bought Borderlands 3.
But I mean, for the most part, I mean, that's kind of like why I like horde mode. So I mean, like I said, I was playing with Tanner on horde mode earlier today, and that's like what's fun is like me, Megan, and Tanner like sitting there blasting through waves of shit. Someone gets down, and they're like, "Oh fuck, I'm down over here," and you're like, "Oh shit," and you gotta run over and pick them up and stuff, and you're like, "I'm on my way." And like we were even playing with some people online, this random people online today, and like we don't really have mics or anything like that, but there was this dude because there's only so many ammo boxes between like rounds and stuff, and this dude was like signaling the ammo box, like letting Megan know that like it was cool for her to take it. Because like when you're
Yeah.
with a team of 5 people, it's like after like a couple rounds, I'm like, shit, I'm out of shotgun ammo, I'm low on Lancer ammo, I need more ammo. But you don't want to be that asshole that's taking the ammo box every round and fucking your team over so they don't have any ammo. So you have to kind of like, all right, 2 rounds, I'll take the box. Then next 2 rounds, other people can get it. Next
Weird. It's
round,
like
I'm
you
gonna take the
have to
box.
talk and you have to be,
Yeah,
gotta have some sort of communication. You guys actually
yeah.
have to play online, even though you're all fucking strangers. Weird how fun that can still be. It's okay to meet someone and it's like, I like this game. I like this game too. Okay, I don't really know anything else about you, and let's keep it that way. Hey, good shit. Let's do that. That's how it was. That's how you got to really like a lot of my online friends I met through WoW. You know, and like there's people like, oh, dude, Mark moved from New York to California because I told him it was great, and we've been playing Halo for like 7 years, and he's like my best friend. And it's like that's fucking nuts. Like internet relationships like that is like blows my mind. It's just like you don't have you just for the younger viewers that are still in high school. First off, don't say fuck. It's really rude. But you can interact with. Oh, I thought you froze for a second. But like you know, I don't really interact with a lot of my high school friends much. I'm like at that age because I hate everybody. But it's like I still interact with the people that I met from WoW during my high school years. So I know those people better than I knew those people like I was close to, like person to person. It's weird how that is. Sure is. Oh, good. Thank you for agreeing. Yeah.
But you did that shit to me earlier. I don't even want to hear where you just let it be like dead silence for 5 seconds. You're just looking at me winking. Yeah, yeah, I see you. So you wrote down Metroid.
Yeah, I got it right here. Okay, I'm circulating it right now.
Uh huh.
All right. Talk about Metroid. Now, were you gonna say you're gonna bring out Metroid for the Switch, or were you wanting to talk about them remaking Metroid from the NES or Super Nintendo and bringing it to the Switch?
I mean, I'd be okay with either or. I really want a good like. I was as fun as it was. I was really sad that Return of Samus came to the 3DS. Like, it's cool that it was on the 3DS, but it would be so gorgeous, like, on the Switch. And since it came out so late in the 3DS life cycle, I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually did, like, port it or whatever, since they've been kind of bringing over other 3DS games, like the World Ends With You was, like, a DS game that they brought over, and I know they're bringing over, like, Yokai Watch and stuff like that to the Switch, so yeah,
No,
yeah, they're bringing over
no, fuck.
yeah, I was
That's
like, well,
nuts.
because Nino Kuni is made by Level 5 or whatever is the same publisher
Yeah.
as Yokai Watch and stuff, so I think which gives
Wait,
me hope because Fantasy Life, if you ever played it on the 3DS, is, like, one of my favorite 3DS games,
that sounds
and it's
familiar.
also by Level 5, where it's, like, kind of, kind of like Legend of Zelda camera style, fantasy adventure. You kind of run around and like you take quests and there's different classes and you can do different missions based on whatever class you are. But the cool thing is you can be every class. Like you can just change. You just have to go visit someone. It's kind of like Animal Crossing mixed with kind of like Final Fantasy ish, and you kind of go around and like beat the shit out of monsters and stuff. And then it's like there's a cooking class, so then you have to change into your little chef thing. And then now you can do the cooking missions where you need to go find vegetables and do this and make certain dishes and deliver them to people. And then you level up that way. And then there's like an alchemy class and a woodworking class and all sorts of different classes and stuff. And you can master them all. And it's great.
I don't think I've ever played it, but you said that was on the 3DS. I think
Yeah,
it sounds familiar. I should say, not looks. It sounds familiar, but I think they have a stage on Smash of it. It's like the one with the
really?
I think because it's all like Mii's, right?
Um, in the game, it's not Mies.
Maybe
It's
I'm
like
thinking of a
kind of
different
like
one.
it's a little cartoon style. Like here, hon. I was like, there we go. I was like, I'm pulling up a picture on my phone here so you can kind of see the cover and stuff.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I think I missed out on that.
But yeah, it's fun. It's like a little, kind of cartoony art style and stuff, and it would be great on the Switch. But yes, for Metroid, I would really like an actual new like Metroid Fusion was like the last straight up 2D Metroid, and I fucking have played that game at
Religiously.
least. Yeah, well, I've played it. I know I've played it multiple times. I've beat it at least I know 3 times. So it's one of those ones where it's like every like I don't know like 4 or 5 years I go back and I play it again because I love it so much.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because I bought it when it came out on the last time I played it was when it came out on the Wii U
Uh huh.
for the virtual console. I bought it again and played it through. Same with Wario Land 4. Yeah, Wario Land 4.
That would be another game I would totally be down for some Wario action.
Every E3, I fucking pray. I pray to God for Wario Land 5 like every year, and every year I'm disappointed.
Well, don't worry, because just like Star Fox, our good friends at Ubisoft is gonna get it, and they're gonna like, don't worry, we're gonna take good care of the series. You like Mario and Rabbids? Boom, we're gonna make another one. You guys like Star Fox? Cool, he's gonna be the side thing about this, but check this shit out. Boom! I'm like, wow, cool. What the fuck am I looking at?
My thing is like I don't even want Ubisoft or like act like I don't want any like double A or triple A like person to even touch it. I want them to do what fucking Sega did with Sonic Mania. Just get
Give it to a
a
fans.
team of indie developers, like 20 people, be like, here's the fucking IP, make it great, and then they just let them do what they want with it, and then it turns out great.
Those Sonic fans, those Sonic Mania devs were making Sonic. Don't quote me, but I believe they were making like Sonic spin-off games at their own, like unofficial Sonic games and mods and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
like that's the same thing like classic WoW, private servers and shit. They got a couple of those guys and they talked to them like, okay, so what do you guys? What? Give me your thoughts. They worked with Blizzard. Get the people. This is a different kind of indie thing where it's like, oh, I want to make an indie game. I want to, those people, they want to make their own indie games. And then you have people that they don't want to make, a new IPs. They want to keep making the same fucking game. Like, I love Wario and I want a Wario games. So if I have to make one, I'll do it. Just like Sonic Mania. And Sonic Mania, I'm not even a Sonic fan. And I think Sonic Mania is like, that might have been like the soundtrack of the year. For sure. That was a good fucking soundtrack. I still go back to it. And I thought Shovel Knight had a really good soundtrack. But I don't know what came out that year for Sonic Mania, but for sure, I think Sonic Mania had the best soundtrack for a game.
What would you say is your favorite video game soundtrack of all time? or at least that you like listen to, like that you pretty much listen to like a lot.
Maybe Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
I think Shovel Knight. I mean, you know, you have you have soundtracks like Shovel Knight that actually have different musics and stuff, and then you have like Super Mario World, and you got like Witcher 3 and Chrono Cross. But it's like for sure, I think Shovel Knight because it every enemy, every boss had their own music. I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so it's a solid fucking game. They like when you go to the second nights and whatnot to play their story, they alter some of the music, and it's like perfect. Thank you. You don't need to change it sometimes. You can, it's like I don't like change, and they change it up, and it's like okay, this is some change I might actually like. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Shovel Knight for sure, for sure. I mean, maybe World of Warcraft, but that's like a legitimate orchestra and all that shit. But I think Shovel Knight for sure. And yourself, Mister Justin?
I actually have to say it's funny. I probably listen to it at least probably like once a month. The Undertale soundtrack.
Really?
I just love it. Like it's so good. And there's so many remixes and stuff like they like make it all kind of techno-y and stuff and it just like adds on top of it and it just fits the genre like really well, but it's just so good. Like, which I like Undertale. I wouldn't say I'm even like a huge Undertale fan or anything, but I do really like Undertale and Deltarune. But it's just the music in it is just so good for both games. Actually, the music's just fantastic. Toby
Mm-hmm.
Fox does a great job.
Yeah.
But
All right.
yeah,
Sick. Fuck yeah.
yeah,
We'll have to exchange phone numbers. Like by phone
yep,
numbers, I mean like soundtracks. Like I wouldn't be. I would actually be down to like buy a CD of the soundtrack.
yeah,
Yeah. See, that's pretty fucking old of me. I'll just go to Spotify. I'll just give you the Spotify link or something. I don't know
yeah.
why I
It's
didn't
just
say that. But I
um,
mean, if I would buy a hard copy, I like buying hard copies. So I would buy a hard copy of the sound. You know what? I actually think I do have a hard copy.
oh my god, here we go.
Soundtrack digitally included. Yeah, I think it's somewhere here in the. Yeah, there it is. Shovel Knight. Thanks for supporting soundtrack. Damn, I forgot how good this thing is. Yeah, I
Has a
have
little
this.
book and everything.
I when this came out for this, when Shovel Knight hard copy came out for the Wii U, I was like, I have to buy this. I had to buy it for sure. I mean, it was a solid fucking game. If you've never
So
played Shovel Knight, you have to play Shovel Knight. It's like $25 or $30 or whatever, and you're gonna get like 4 fucking games. And there's gonna be like a battle royale, not a battle royale, but there's like a couch co-op, 2 nights going on adventure, or everybody fighting themselves. That's pretty cool.
Dude, did you see the new Shovel Knight game they announced? The
Yeah.
Dig?
What?
Shovel Knight Dig?
No.
Yeah, with shit, what's the fucking the studio? It's them Yacht Club teaming
Yeah.
up with what's the other studio name? It begins with an N. They made like Bomb Chicken and like some other indie games and
You're
stuff.
really gonna make me look this up, aren't you?
Yeah, it's called Shovel Knight Dig. There's no
Shovel Knight.
there's no release date or anything, but like the pixel art looks very Shovel Knight, but it also kind of matches the style and stuff that the other studio is.
Fuck me, dude. I hate that I don't have Twitter.
That's true. I was like I was surprised you hadn't heard of it, but then I remembered you've been kind of out of the loop.
This looks like a fucking Game Boy Advance game.
I know it looks so good.
So it's just going down. That's it. He just keeps.
I mean, it's kind of like have you ever played SteamWorld Dig and stuff? I think that's kind of like what they're kind of referencing or pulling from if you've ever played
No,
SteamWorld
I
Dig.
haven't. But it just looks like you just keep going down and down.
I mean, that's kind of the point of SteamWorld Dig, but
Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm watching it right now as we speak.
Yeah,
Please
it's like
put
a
your yeah.
live. It's a live reaction.
Wow, man, this looks awesome. Good shit. Can they finish King Knight first, please? For fuck's sake, finish that game first. Look at all these. Who is this guy? Oh shit. Yeah, this looks really good. Now I wish I had a Game Boy still. This looks fucking sick. God damn it. Shovel Knight Dig, Shovel Knight, and of course, Cyber Shadow. God damn. Cyber Shadow looks sick too. Fuck. You know about that?
What?
Cyber Shadow?
No,
You like ninja games? Like Shinobi?
I've played Ninja Gaiden. And The Messenger, which you were a ninja in that.
There you go. I linked it to you. Okay, this looks fucking sick. It reminds me of Batman from the NES. Or like Shinobi too, you know, I'll take that. It, yeah, it looks fucking good, dude. I got a boner for it. I got a lady
Let's see.
boner for it.
Oh, dude, I already love the art.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Like the picture.
Yep. Take picture.
Oh,
Really.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I'm looking at some screenshots of it,
Uh huh.
and it looks kind of reminds me of did you ever play Axum Verge?
No, but that sounds familiar too.
Yeah, it's like a Metroid style.
I.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh,
Metroid style kind of. Metroid style 2D platformer.
I want to have to look it up. Send me the name for it later, okay?
All right,
Did you play that Castlevania game? Oh, it's not.
Bloodstained,
Yeah, Bloodstain and let's see. Got Curse of the Moon and then Ritual.
Ritual of the Night.
Yeah. Uh,
Yes,
I keep confusing the two. Which one's the NES one?
the NES one is the Moon one.
That
Ritual of the
one
Night's the newer one.
is fucking so good. I bought it on the Switch and I bought it on PC. I
Have you
fucking love
played?
that one.
Have
Yeah,
you played Ritual of the
yeah,
Night?
oh yeah. I bought that too on the PC and I fucking love that. That was a solid ass game.
Dude, Ritual of the Night was one of the few games I can think of in memories past where I played New Game Plus not once, but twice. Like I actually like played it normal and then I did hard and then I did Nightmare even though I didn't beat it on Nightmare, but I got really close to the end. I just quit playing because I got some other game or something, but
No, the Ritual Night. I keep confusing. That's the NES one, right? When I say NES, it looks like
uh
an NES game.
no,
Curse of the
Curse of the
Moon.
Moon is the NES one. Ritual of the
Okay,
Night
is
is the one that
the
came out on, yeah, with the like cell shaded looking
looks good,
chick.
and you can alter her
Yes.
costume too.
Yeah, I
Yes,
gave her
please.
white hair.
Green skin and red hair. She looked like
Make her look
Christmas.
Gamora. Give her that Gamora look.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Fuck, I'm glad you didn't tell me that before. I would have changed it. Wait, was she blue skin? I don't know. It don't really
No,
matter.
I was like, Gamora's green.
Well, no, I was because I kept switching between blue and green skin, but
Oh,
I
okay.
kept going back to red hair.
Oh, you're going for that Mystique. It's either Mystique or Gamora. You're into one of them.
Either or, like someone's like, the person's sitting back listening, and he's like, "So how's the gameplay?" And we're just talking about like, yeah, I gave her the number 4 haircut. Oh, dude, I'm all about number 7 and number 13. Oh yeah, I think I fapped the 13, but definitely number 7's pretty fucking good too.
I'm like, I rule 34 the shit out of that game.
Fuck, it's pretty fucking good. Yeah, like I kept bumping into parts, and it's been a while since I bumped into a game where it's like it tells you what to do, but you still have to like think about what to do. You know what I mean? You have to
Oh
solve it.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
No, yeah, I got stuck a couple times in the game where I was like, I don't know. Like, you go through and you get the bad
Spoilers,
ending.
spoilers. Heads up. If you're listening and you haven't played any of the games, spoilers. All right, listen.
uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, where you go through and what's his name, Gabriel or whatever, where you like fight him the first time and then you fucking like kill him, and then it's like, oh, that's the end of the game, and I was like, what? And then you realize that's like the bad ending, and then you have to go back, and then you find out that you have to fucking use this one specific sword. And it's like some like fucking Simon's Quest shit where it's like you
Yeah.
need this specific sword and you have to wait for this specific moment and then
Yep.
cut the moon.
I
And I'm like, God damn it.
I the hardest part I had that part, and I was stuck once I beat the lady that can drain blood. So now I have the ability to drain
Mm.
blood, and I didn't know where to go. Like I
Oh,
must have
it's
spent
that
like an
found.
hour just roaming, going through everything because I just did not know where to go.
Which is funny because like you only ever use it that one time at the fucking fountain, and
That's
that's like
it.
the only time I ever used it. I tried using it like in battle and stuff, and I was like, I don't even know what the fuck this does, and I
It
was like,
just
I'm not
drains a
using it.
little HP and you gain it, but it
Yeah, that
was
was
the
like
fountain thing.
nothing.
I was like, can someone please help me? And one guy's like, maybe you should hit up that fountain. And like it hit me like a train coming into my brain. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Why didn't I think about that? Run over to the fountain, do the ability. And I was like, fuck me, dude. It was right here the whole time.
Dude, the only other part I really got stuck on was the fucking final boss fight.
That was
Like that
pretty
shit.
tough.
Well, because you have to go through and you have to fight the chick first, and then you have to like hope you don't just get your shit wrecked by her at certain parts if she like lands certain blows on you. And then it goes into the second boss fight with the fucking three-headed thing. And I was just like getting my shit wrecked, and I was like, God damn it. So then I decided to go through. I was like, okay, what are the best weapons in the game? And I looked up the best weapons in the game and then went and collected all the materials and shit to craft
Yeah, I
them.
did that too. I did the
Yep.
exact thing. Did you get
Yep.
the axe?
Axe. I
Yeah.
got
I
because
got
I
an
got
axe that does fire damage.
because see, I got the blue rose, and then I got the best sword that I found was the it's that one where it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's really fast. It's like ungodly fast, and you just land like 12 consecutive hits in like one swing. It's like do 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 do, and I just fucking once I got that sword, I fucking wrecked like the boss. And then I started New Game Plus and pretty much primarily only used that. And then I used the Flying Edge at a couple points because that was really nice because you could throw the sword so you can get people from like far away that are trying to swoop in on you.
That's like getting the 8-bit, 16-bit, and 32-bit coins or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I did the same thing. I just went with the axe that does fire damage. So I was just one-shotting people. You
Yeah.
know? Oh, man. That's a solid fucking game, too. All right, spoilers are done. We're going back to Metroid, I think, right? Because we kind of
Yeah.
splurred all over. So, Metroid 3 for the Switch. Any thoughts? Like, they didn't really say much. They haven't talked about it. I don't know if they're going to talk about it till. That's the thing about Nintendo. They don't like the fucking. They don't follow the rules. Like, hey, did you see this hype? We'll show it to you next year. Instead, they're like, hey, did you like that fucking game? We're gonna talk about it next month. Boom, direct. And it's like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? Hey, you guys want Banjo Kazooie? Even though the hero from Dragon Quest came out last month, he's gonna come out right now. He's out right now. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Hey, all right. That was so awesome, dude. I fucking love that. Anyways, I'm gonna like splur over that. Take away Metroid, please.
I was like, are you talking about like Metroid Prime 4? Or like what are you
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think so. You should have chimed
Yeah.
in anytime.
No, I know.
It's your fucking
I'm
show,
just
dude.
hey, you're conducting the train. If you let it derail and
Woo
crash.
woo. Hey, look,
um
I've been out of the fucking game. All right, I don't have
that's true.
Twitter. I don't know. You're like dropping like, yeah, it's kind of like Shovel Knight 2. Shovel Knight
You're like,
2.
what the
What
fuck?
are you talking about? Yeah, they announced Shovel Knight Dig, Shovel Knight King Knight, and Shovel Knight 2. Where have you been under a fucking rock, you idiot? Yeah, and I've been
Basic.
playing WoW. Holy fuck. So, Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah. I know. I'm kind of excited for it's been I played 1 and 2 on the GameCube, and then I played 3 on the Wii, but I never beat it. Like I think I got like about halfway through the game, but then I never actually beat it. But I know they're supposed to be like doing like a trilogy. I would be cool if they brought the trilogy to the Switch.
I mean, if they're bringing 4, they have to. Look at Bayonetta, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Which I'm like waiting for any information. Like I'm like, where's my fucking Bayonetta 3 trailer? Like you've been teasing this game for like You teased it like fucking 4 E3s ago, and I still haven't even seen a goddamn trailer, just the like 3 logo. I'm like, I was really expecting like during that direct, I swear to God, I was expecting them to like do like an October release date for that.
I I since the Switch has been out, I every Nintendo Direct is like mini E3s.
Exactly.
You know, hey, sorry about Animal Crossing. We're gonna show you some more stuff, but it will come out in March. And it's like, that's fine. Take your fucking time.
Dude, my
Hey,
life is gonna be over in March when that shit launches.
that's the nice thing about the Switch, and it's like if like when Animal Crossing came out for the Wii U or the Wii or whatever, it was kind of a pain in the ass because I would work a day shift, so when I come home, all the stores are closed. So it's like, well, fuck. So I always had to change the times before I logged in. And even with the 3DS, like bringing it to work, I always felt kind of stupid because it was a 3DS, and I don't know, it was all right. But with the Switch, within my new job too, uh, I can just play at lunch, and it's gonna be awesome. It's like, hold on, Johnson, I can't take these paperwork right now. Tom Nook is giving me a fucking increase of my loan or whatnot, so I'm gonna have a fucking awesome rainforest house or whatever. Thanks,
Well,
Tom.
and that's what's really nice about it too, in the sense that it's also be the first Animal Crossing game where you can digitally download the game onto the Switch. So it's like, you don't have to switch cartridges. You can always like, oh, I want to pop into Animal Crossing real quick and like pull some weeds or sell some shells or do whatever, and you don't have to sit there and be like, oh, my cartridge is at home, or where you can just pop it on, play for a little
That's a
bit.
pretty good idea. I might think about buying a digital copy of that.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You're like, I'm gonna have to get out of your physical copy ways for Animal Crossing.
Maybe just because I want it, like.
Unless there's a collector's edition where you get like fucking it's like Tom Nook's a picture of like Tom Nook's cock and like his family.
No, what the
That
fuck?
not his family's dicks, just his.
Oh yeah, that's different. I do like a raccoon
Yeah.
dick.
Well, Tanuki. It's like a Japanese raccoon.
Are you sure? Because he looks just like a raccoon,
Pretty sure he's a Tanuki.
but he
Like
doesn't have a leaf
Super
on his head.
yeah, but like in Super Mario Brothers 3, I mean Tanukis are brown. He's brown.
Yeah, but they usually have leaves on it. Look, I don't fucking know. Okay,
Yeah, I don't
let's
I'm
go
in
back and watch
Japan.
Inuyasha. Let's go
Did
back and
did
watch Inuyasha. Fuck yeah.
dude, have you been watching any anime lately at all? Ever?
No, I do. I mean, if you look behind you, I have. Oh, well, that's not really anime. All
No.
right, never mind.
Well, it's
Uh,
animated, but
I'm waiting for season 4, My Hero. The last anime we watched was One Punch season 2, and to be
mhm.
honest, it was all right.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, I was pissed where it ended. I'm
spoilers,
like,
spoilers for
yeah,
One Punch.
it's just nothing like it's
Nothing
like
happened.
it's building. Oh yeah, it's building up to like Saitama wasn't even in it for like the last fucking like couple episodes, and when he was in it, it was just super brief.
Yeah, and
And
it's
then
like,
like
hey,
at
I'm
the
here.
end, it's like they're like, oh, I was like waiting for them to go wreck shit at the fucking layer of monsters and stuff, and then it's like into the season, and I was like, are you fucking yanking my shit? Like,
Yeah, I just watched fucking 12 episodes, and I waited 2 3 years for this fucking show, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna get.
yeah, and
I
I
don't
was
even
like,
get to see him kill the guy, the
yeah,
last guy.
I was like, One Punch Man actually has a consistent villain throughout a season, and he's actually cool. And we don't even get to see him and Saitama legitimately fight.
We've seen him bump into him, so it's like,
Well, yeah, he just like knocks him out every time. Like
yeah.
he always thinks it's other people that are doing it to
It's like, who the hell could that have been? Like, man,
him.
get out of my way, those fucking homeless people.
Dude, and I am super excited for My Hero.
I'm excited for that too. I'm more of subs than dubs. I hope that's okay.
I've always been subs over like the only few exceptions even like the Netflix original animes, I always switch it to Japanese audio, English subtitles, like because you watch the trailer in English and I'm like, nope. And I'm like, that's going into definitely it just sounds awful.
It's
Like,
like they don't. I don't know what it is about listening to subs, but those guys and ladies really give a fuck, and they give everything in their voice uh, acting. It's just so fucking good compared to like English acting. It just sounds so stupid hearing it in English. It just sounds so silly.
yeah, like the only few exceptions I'll ever make are for like a lot of the Adult Swim animes, like Full Metal Alchemist. I can watch in English and it doesn't bother me. Like Yu Yu Hakusho,
I love that
uh,
show. I
yeah,
fucking love that show.
I could watch it in Japanese or in English,
I
like,
can
and
only
it's
watch
totally
that in English. I watched a little on the subs, and I couldn't deal with Yusuke's voice.
really, and
So
that's what's funny. It was like, growing up, like I watched Dragon Ball Z all in English, but then for Super and stuff, I watched it all in Japanese.
yeah,
And then
I
it
did the
was like
same thing.
going back from listening to it in Japanese back to English, I was like, I kind of want to just watch this in Japanese. Like,
Yeah,
after watching
it's
it
a
for so long.
it's like really awkward. Like you go to a restaurant and your ex is there, and you're like, oh boy, hey,
Like when
what's
we went
going on?
Like, when we went and saw the not Bio Broly, that movie sucked. The fucking, the Broly movie when it was in theaters, and I was like, I saw the Battle of the Gods and the Frieza one in theaters, and they were both in Japanese with English subtitles. But then when we went and saw the Broly one, I was like, when we bought the tickets, it never said if it was actually in English or if it was in Japanese. I was like, I hope it's in Japanese. And when it started, it was in English, and I was just like, fuck. I was like, God damn it.
Maybe it won't be so bad. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
well, that's what pissed. So, like, it was funny because I watched like the Frieza one in Japanese in theaters, and then when it came out like on DVD or whatever, we watched it, and then it was in English. And in the Japanese version, when like they like made Frieza reborn and stuff, it was playing fucking Maximum the Hormone, the band that does like the opening for Death Note and stuff, like the hardcore, and also for Parasite, they do a
Yeah.
lot of anime, the hardcore screamo, like, open, it was so cool, and then the English one, it was a completely different song that wasn't nearly as epic, and I was like, "Dude, this shit's gay as hell," like, I don't know if I can watch the English one, like.
Yeah, I'm like looking back at like all the other Dragon Ball movies and stuff. Like when they put like I think it was Linkin Park.
Oh, yeah, "Wha?" It's like, "In the end."
Yeah, it was really weird. It's like going back, like I never actually watched that movie, like the actual Brawley movie, and I think for a second I actually thought I was watching like some sort of AMV video, and it's just like no, that's actual fighting music. It's like wow, dude, holy fuck, or Brawley, fuck, dude.
Do you watch Attack on Titan?
No,
Oh, man.
yeah, I'm glad I don't.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
sorry, it just looks
Why are you
stupid. No.
Dude, oh, man.
I did
Right.
watch Goblin Slayer, and
Okay.
that have you watched that?
Oh, yeah.
So that definitely is gonna be hard for some folks. It definitely has a casual filter, and that's like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Like, do you like anime? Oh yeah, I fucking love anime. Like, all right, cool. You should check out Goblin Slayer. But just be warned, there's a casual filter, and like you just get the next day, like, yeah, this show's not for me. It's like, yeah,
Like,
get out of
you don't
here.
you're like, you don't like watching people get raped by goblins and then get their heads smashed in with rocks by goblins.
Because after that, it's just like it's a super solid fucking show.
Yeah,
Like
that's
they
what
still
was
go
funny
back
when
to that shit, but it's still like it's just still really fucking. But oh man, that show like gets me anxiety up the yin yang. Because they
dude,
like
when
here's this female character and let's go in depth and let's talk about her past, and it's like oh man, please don't rape her. That's fucked up. Don't do that.
dude, when we were watching it, when I was
Ugh.
watching it, I tried to get Megan to watch it, and she got through like the first she watched the first 2 episodes, and she was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "No, I promise. By like episode 4, like it really don't base the anime off the first two
It's
episodes."
a filter. It's a filter.
Like,
just go through it. Just trust
I'm
me.
like,
Just
he gets a party and they go on quests and like do problem solving. Like, I'm like, it's really cool. I'm like, if you just keep with it.
that was like the first season. What if I was told of Attack on Titans that you don't? That's kind of shows like Game of Thrones where get introduced to this person like, hey, look, I'm so and so. Hey, good shit, and you don't know if they're gonna live or die.
Yeah.
You know, and when it comes to like anime, like Goblin Slayer, it's just like they walk in like, hey, here's so and so, like, hey, good shit, and you don't know if they're gonna live or die, and you're like, oh shit. That's what I heard about Attack on Titan season 1. There's just a lot of like, hey, here's these people, and some people die.
Yeah, dude, like Attack on Titan, like season 1, amazing. Season 2, it like took so long to come out that like I feel like no matter what it was, you were gonna be kind of like let down by it because it literally took like 5 years longer than it should have for it to come out. And overall, the season was okay, but then season 3, like from start to finish, was just like fucking balls to the wall. Like the animation was amazing, the fighting was so dope. Like it was just great the entire way through. And there's only one more season, and then that's the end of it. So
That's cool that unlike like One Piece and like Bleach, they had like 15 plus seasons. Naruto had like 15
Boruto,
more. Oh man, it's still going. It's still going. It's like, oh my god, dude. Like that shit's like I'm like ready for like One Piece is my favorite anime show. And I'm ready for that show to be done, you know? It's like, okay, we can finish it now. Like there's these that guy's gonna die of old age before he finished writing the rest of this show.
it's like 1,000 chapters in, and he's like, "Yep, it's 65% of the way done, boys and girls."
Yeah, something like yeah, we're almost there. It's like this percentage done. Anyway, so let's continue talking about these characters. Like, holy shit, he keeps bringing in new people. Like, stop bringing
Like,
in new people.
I'm like, how many people fit on this fucking ship?
How many more people can you like? It's like One Piece is pretty fucking like crazy when it comes to like character arcs and shit. Because it's like even after a 2 year jump, they're bringing characters like back from like a couple of first seasons and like somewhere in this season. Like, oh yeah, it's me. So you have to watch that show from the beginning because it just there's so much like references and like they'll do a couple of episodes to remind you like, hey, this is what's going on with this, and you're like, oh, okay, good shit. But still, like, I feel like for One Piece, there's a guide too to watching One Piece. Like, okay, watch these. These are fillers. Don't watch these. Watch this, but only watch the ending of this. Watch this, and it's just like it's so crazy that people actually made that. But at the same time, it's like they're diehard fans. Like, look, this is a fucking good show. You have to watch this. Let's end it with best fight scene, or maybe not best fight scene, but your favorite fight scene in an anime. Like your favorite like story's been going so good, and then it's boom, it's so and so, and it's like yes, oh my god, finally, it's been years. I'm ready for this shit. I'm like, I want to watch these two fight. Let's go, and it turned out to be really fucking sick.
Um,
Do you need time?
no, I mean it's like close because well, I kind of have. I was like, I have two.
I can tell. I'll tell you right now what it is. Let me guess. It's Chaozu versus the green aliens from Dragon Ball Z. No.
No.
Oh.
Nope, not even from Dragon Ball Z. Well, the first one is from. Have you ever seen Hunter x Hunter?
I know of it. I want to watch it.
Dude, yeah, the fighting in Hunter x Hunter is like insane. And there's one part where like the main character Gon, he's like fighting this like fucking dude like in the woods, and he's all fucking like jacked out and shit. And his fucking arm just like comes off, and he's like beating the shit out of this person with his arm that's now severed, and like punch it, and then just like fucking like reattaches his arm. It's like Seven Deadly Sins, like Meliodas when he's like fighting and his like shit comes off, and he like
Dude, don't
beats.
even. Don't bring that show up. Don't bring that show up.
Do you
Don't.
not like Seven Deadly Sins?
Dude, the first season. Let's take a break really quick. The first season of Seven Deadly Sins, fucking sick. I was like, okay,
Yes.
let's buy a house and let's live here. And then it goes to the second season, and it's like really bad writing. And it's just like stupid fucking shit that you would see to like to stretch the fucking story. Whenever a show has to do fucking amnesias and shit, it's just like, oh my god, dude, we're gonna be spending how many fucking episodes like this? Are you kidding me? Hey, let's all separate everybody. And it's like, dude, it's only the second season. Why the fuck are we separating everybody again? And then there's no like communications at all, so everyone's like, oh, I didn't fucking know that. Oh, I didn't know that. And then like watching the third season with the fucking lion, it was just like, dude, like all I want to do is watch him fight. Like that's it.
Yes. Like so this thing that they label the second season like is just like kind of OVA, like whatever. It's not really like a second season. They just labeled
Yeah.
the second season. So the actual second season, which is yeah, with Meliodas' brother, and shit. Yeah, when the
Yeah,
seventh sin finally comes on,
yeah,
and like he's like in the sun, and then he fucking makes the one dude like run away, and he loses to his own power. I was like,
yeah. That was
yes.
sick. I watched all of it. I don't think I watched it. I don't know if there's a new season of.
There's like a movie that's out.
Yeah, then I
I
didn't
haven't
watch
seen
that.
the
I
movie. Yeah, I don't
I was
watch the
like, all
movie.
right, I'm done with this bullshit. Fuck this show. And it was so fucking good. And it's just like, can we just have more fighting? Can we just have the lion come back out here and be like, yo, what's up? I'm really fucking OP until like nighttime where I'm kind of like a scrawny little guy. But anyways, you
But
were saying?
so Hunter x Hunter was the
Yeah.
first one, yeah, or it's just over the top ridiculousness. Second one is Yusuke versus the sunglasses dude in the tournament, the Hell tournament, whatever that they went to.
The
I forget.
sunglasses guy?
I forget. Yeah, the super jack dude, the dude who trained. He was in love with Granny.
Oh, Zagoro?
Yeah,
Yusuke versus Zagoro at the end of Dark Tournament.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool, and it's just like the voice
Where
actor
like
for Yusuke is like on notch.
where
Like,
he's
you
like
just feel
getting
really
his
bad for him.
ass kicked, and then like he makes him go like 100% power, and he's all like veiny dicked out like all over
Yeah,
his body, and he just
great job,
wrecks him.
Yusuke. I can
Yeah,
finally do something, and it's like, oh shit. And
he's
Yusuke's
like,
still not fighting at his fullest.
yeah, and he like fucking just blasts him.
And yeah, once he takes care of oh shit, I'm blanking on his name. Kuwabara. They had to
Yeah.
fake his death just to piss off Yusuke, and it's like, yes, good Yusuke. And it's like, whoa. And then you get to know Toguro after he dies, and you're like, fuck. And then you find out his storyline, you're like, I guess he's not that bad of a guy.
Yeah,
I
it's like
just
the whole
recently
like
watched that.
Itachi like thing where you
Yeah.
find out like, oh man, you're like that's really sad.
Yeah, like, fuck this show. It's so good. Damn
All
it.
right.
All right.
So what's your top anime fight?
My favorite, like, to the build up to it, for sure. Oh man, I blanked out my second one. Wait for it. Wait for it.
I'm waiting.
Wait for it. We can edit this. Hold on.
I ain't editing
Hold
it.
on. All right, good shit. Second one. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna go with my second one, then I'll go to my first one.
All
The
right.
second one, My Hero Academia,
Okay.
with the hero killer in the alley,
Yep.
and he's about to kill the guy, and it's like this build up and this fucking excitement. Third would be All Might fighting the Nomad, but for sure the second one in my heart we go to that fight where he just pops out of nowhere and just fucking throws that fist at
Hero killer.
Hero Killer's face, just makes him
Yeah.
fly. I was like,
And his face
fuck!
like caves
Yeah.
in, and it goes all slow, and he's just like, woo, and just launches him.
That after that, it just becomes a crazy fight, like 2 against 1 and then 3 against 1. And it's just like, holy shit, that was such a good like build up to it. It was nuts. But my first one for sure is One Piece. It's with the Frankie arc. If you guys like One Piece, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it has like these secret agents in him who were like disguised as someone else, and then they find out who they are, and there's this whole fucking debate. Anyways, it's CP9, but it's Luffy versus this leopard guy. Holy shit, that was such a good fucking fight. It was my absolute favorite. Like, he showed off basically his Super Saiyan form in that arc. So it's like, good shit. All right, this is nice. Power up. It's not really a power up. He's more like an enhancing of his abilities. I don't know how they do it in Hunter x Hunter, but there's definitely not like going Super Saiyan. It's just like, I'm going to do this move that enhances my body.
Yeah,
It
I mean
sounds like
kinda,
Super Saiyan.
that's kind of what they do in Hunter x Hunter, where because like Gon looks like a little kid, and then when he goes all ape shit out, he looks like a fucking grown ass man. He's
Yeah.
like has like 12 fucking abs.
Because
and
it's not like
jacked.
it's not like Dragon Ball Z where it's considered like, oh, his power level is fucking amazing.
His
But in, like,
ultra instinct.
yeah, it's like, whoa, that's nuts. But here it's like, it is skill, and it's like he's enhanced his abilities. That's nuts. Or he's been fighting, he's been practicing, blah blah blah. But anyways, for sure, One Piece versus CP9. The man, I'm blanking out the names. Holy shit. The Straw Hat Crew versus CP9. Best fucking art, best fucking fight, hands fucking down.
You're like, fight me on it.
Fight me, bitch. But that no, the hero killer was pretty good too. Even at the end too, where he's gonna be the one that kills him. He's the only good hero. All Might's the only one. He's like, oof, fucking chills. God damn. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for My Hero.
Yeah, I really like. I remember like when season one was first airing. I really liked the fact that like every time he used the power, he was like breaking his fucking arm and like fingers and shit to just use the power.
Yeah, that
Like when
sucked.
he originally figured out to just fucking flick it, so he didn't
Yeah,
have to like shatter his entire arm, and he was just breaking each of his fingers. I was like, oh my god.
that man, him fighting. I'm still very bad at the My Hero characters' names, but him fighting the grenade guy, where he
Oh,
thought he was
Baku or
Baku, but instead of going for a fist, he's actually like helping his teammate out, and he's breaking that. And it's like, oh, that's heartbreaking right there. You got him fighting what's his name, the fire and ice guy.
yeah, I don't remember what is it.
The tournament for, the
I
tournament
don't. Yeah.
part that was pretty fucking sick. I got like jocked up, like super fucking pumped when they were just doing that the school running thing, and he gets that fucking board and he smashes it on the floor and he becomes first
Yeah.
place. I was like,
Yeah, or he's
yeah,
using it to his advantage and stuff.
yeah, and it's like I can't go as fast as these guys, so he just boom. Fuck, that's such a good show.
I know. I want to see more of the leader of the villain dude with the fucking hand gas mask that I guess is like his like dead family or like something like that. Like,
I don't. He's something about older men touching his face. He's a fan of it, but he
yeah,
just decays everything. And he's supposed to be the next. Isn't he supposed to be the next?
next Hokage.
Is he supposed to be the next Hokage? Believe it. Thanks, Naruto.
But yeah, I mean,
Yes, it's good. Yeah, I'm glad we
he's
talked
the
about
Hokage.
that. He's the Hokage.
Well, I actually want to know where our listeners can watch you slash find you.
Well, I am in hiatus. I don't know when this comes out, but I might be returning. So you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/wdangit. And you can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/well_dangit. And, Monday through Wednesday, 5:30 to 9:30 Arizona time. And then Twitter, I just post fucking shit and try making jokes. I want to do more. That's a different subject to talk about. But yeah.
Well, speaking of which, I was like, I saw that your like your mixer post making fun of Ninja and stuff went. I'd consider it viral. I mean, you got like over like fucking 4,000 likes on it and stuff. That was really cool.
Yeah, I think I had I
At
don't know.
least when
It
I saw it last, it had might have been more,
it was
but
like 80,000 views or something. I was like, hey, good shit. So that really helped me pass the 900 to 1,000 follower range. So I was like, cool, good shit. I'm glad people liked it. I'm glad people got a kick out of it. So yeah, I like making videos like that and shit. And it's this hiatus is teaching me that it's a reminder and stuff because it's not just it's a hiatus like taking a break. It's definitely burnout because I've been streaming for like 2 years, making content for 2 years, like straight, like a side fucking job. So I have not had a break for 2 years. So Monday through Wednesday were always stream times, and when I'm not doing that, getting an hour early. Excuse me, leaving work, coming home. I had an hour before prepping, and I would just like make videos, and I would put them on Twitter, I put them on YouTube, and then I would do stuff for the stream, and I would prep things, and I would try making giveaways and blah blah blah. And it's just like this is supposed to be my third year, and I want my third year to start off a little different than my first and second year. So I was like, I'll just take a break, and then like it kind of like slowly like comes in like, whoa, I think this is burnout. Like I don't want to do anything anymore. I kind of just want to like zone out. I don't want to interact with people. So like I made a video like, hey, I don't think it's burnout. Maybe it's burnout. I'm not sure, but I'm just taking a break and I'll be back. And it's just like slowly, and it's like, wow, it's pretty cutthroat. Like in my mindset, how I see content creators and streaming is similar to like becoming an actor. It's you gotta fucking do what you gotta do. You know, you gotta pick something and stick with it. You wanna play one game and that's your fucking community. I love fucking World of Warcraft. I'm just gonna stream World of Warcraft. I'm just gonna talk about World of Warcraft. That's my thing. Good shit. If you like making fun of people, then you can just fucking make fun of people all the fucking time. Look, I can go on and on this, but it's good to take a fucking like break after doing like a year of consistency, you know?
Yeah.
So like, here's a heads up: if you keep doing this consistently, you're gonna need some like break time.
Oh no, I know. I was like, but that reminded me too when you were talking. Earlier before the podcast, I mentioned I posted a poll, and I posted it on the Nothing to Play podcast Facebook page because I know you're known for, and people think it's kind of weird. I've never had it, but drinking milk with ice in it.
Yeah.
And when I was living with Matt, one of the most disgusting things I'd ever see him do is he would take a can of Coke and dump chocolate syrup into it, and he'd claim it tastes like a Tootsie Roll, and he would drink that shit all the time, and I thought that was gross, so I posted a poll on the Nothing to Play podcast asking which drink do you think's weirder, milk with ice or Coke with chocolate syrup in it? Because in comparison, I think the milk with ice I would drink that over fucking milk. I've tried the Coke with chocolate syrup and I fucking hated it. So.
Wow, that sounds like I'm gonna die. How is he alive?
I don't think he drinks it as much as he does anymore, but he used to drink it all the time when we lived at the apartment together.
Wow.
So Matt, if you're still listening to this, it's still fucking gross. And you know what? On the YouTube video, you can also comment below. You don't have to go to the Facebook page if you don't want. You can tell me, what do you think about milk with ice or Coke with chocolate syrup in it?
Like, the thing about milk and ice, you got to put 3 ice cubes, no more, no less. You're gonna finish that milk, but the whole point I put ice cubes in my milk is when I'm at work, so I don't have to worry about drinking that milk. You know, people give me so much fucking stupid knowledge. Like, they're trying to be like, life hacks. Like, just put some milk in a container, or just put some milk in an ice cube tray, make milk cubes. And it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's a waste of milk. But it just melts in there. Yeah, I guess. But it'll taste different, I think. I don't know. It just sounds stupid. I want milk with ice, so I'm just going to put milk, and I want to keep it cold. And take my time drinking it. I don't want to chug it down. The fuck I'm gonna... fuck, I love having this white, delicious milk all over my mouth. Like, dude, slow down and drink it. The fuck?
Well, that's why, like, iced tea is, like, the perfect invention, because when the ice melts, it literally just makes more tea.
Yeah,
like, it's not watering it. It doesn't water it down in any way, shape, or form, because it is, like, 99% water, so it's just making more tea.
Like, people get on me like, it doesn't make any sense why you do that, but it's like... Well, if you get a lot of ice in your soda, you're going to have watered down soda quicker than my milk would be watered down. And even then, like, all right, so then it becomes like 2% milk or like skim milk. Who the fuck cares? Not a big deal. Still milk. Just a little water. No problem, my dude. Fuck those people. But hey, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. Or listening, whatever. Thanks a lot. Drink milk and ice. You stupid fucking douche. Anything else do I want to tell listeners? Hey, thanks a lot for watching. Again, thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget to throw a follow or subscribe or wherever this video or YouTube or whatever is at. I would appreciate that because you're supporting my pal here, and that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, that's pretty tight, and you're pretty tight. If you ended up listening, I don't know if he edited this or not, but if you ended up listening to this whole thing, yo, congratulations! Good job! This was a fucking marathon. Thanks for listening. And don't forget to leave a comment below about things that you like agreed or disagreed or whatever. Who the fuck cares? He wants to know your opinion, you stupid California beach. Anyways, thanks for listening, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, and with that, that's a wrap, my diglets, on another great episode.